And on paper, break, this might seem like a potential blow, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Up it forward, it's Miller and Bridges. LaMelo Ball is out there with Sexton. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Doncic. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And they get it back. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And 79%. From the line a season ago, pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, he's been a star, a legitimate star. And that's something you don't see very often.
Bridges, no one around him. The three-pointer is right on target.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Doncic. They kick out to Anunoby. And the three ball is good.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
On the wing, Miller. Plumlee with a screen on Anunoby. Miller, the pass to Plumlee. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we're just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Shot by Collins, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Bridges. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. That free throw good from Doncic.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
Trey Mann, he's checked in for Charlotte. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Mann, guarded by Doncic. Bridges for three. Rebounded by the Lakers. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Anunoby. Collins. And Collins is right there.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
On the wing, Mann. He's guarded by Collins. Stolen by Anunoby. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And that one's good, Ayton.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Colin Sexton. Last year, getting it done. He averaged 18 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
And Thompson kicks to Collins. 6 to shoot. It's tipped. Sexton against Anunoby. Sexton dishes to Plumlee. Here's Mann. 17 points in his last outing. Pass to Plumlee. Clock at 6. Shot to stop the run. The rebound by the Lakers. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now, here's Doncic. Defended by Mann. Here's Bridges. Lakers with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Anunoby. Second chance effort. Pass to Ayton. Doncic outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over Sexton. Bridges with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Sexton, the pass to Plumlee. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul. Here's Sexton.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backcourt. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Los Angeles making a switch here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Mann passes to Plumlee. Anunoby against Sexton. 5 to shoot. They can't stop the run with that one. Lakers leading by 7. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple of seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Over Whitmore. Sexton's shot is good.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Smart with the ball. No scoring in this one. Pass to Ayton. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton. A 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends. I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Well, we know, Greg, early on in the year, teams still trying to figure out their rotations.
And it takes time before you find the rhythm you're looking for. Coaches will mix and match units to see what works best with the thought also of the postseason.
And so the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last.
11th in free throw percentage. And as far as the three-point shooting goes, a weakness, no doubt. They're in the bottom third of the league, and really a disappointing season for them from beyond.
Here's Whitmore, defended by Man. Pass to Ayton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Ayton's got 10 points in the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Hornets trail by 9. Man with it. Here's Bridges. And the rejection by Ayton.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Smart. Still without a basket. And Ayton throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Now Whitmore. Pass to Smart. Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. The Lakers second.
You know, after that solid performance last year, there will be a lot of high expectations this year. And nothing stays exactly the same for a team from year to year. There are a lot of dynamics involved, particularly shooting percentage.
Shoots from the elbow. Yep, that one goes. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 7. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when you watch Whitmore, he's much bigger than your average wing. Creates a different type of matchup.
Free throw good, Whitmore. Terrence Davis, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And both free throws good for Whitmore. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Dinwiddie up top, guarded by Smart. Williams can't cash in from close range. Los Angeles leading by 9. No good from outside. And here is Bridges. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. DeAndre, he has been the guy making things happen for the Lakers. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Jonathan Isaac is out there with John Collins. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's Doncic in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And how about the heart from Collins on that play, working through the foul for the and-one opportunity.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in. And that one misses. Hornets trail by 11. Ball with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Ball's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, you look at Ball, and I really think he excels more in the open court than he does in the half court.
Doncic against Ball. Collins setting the big for Doncic. Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Robinson. Isaac outside. Stolen by Ball. 3-on-3. Here's Williams. Pass to Diabate. Ball against Isaac. Ball no good.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Hornets trail by 8. No good on that one. Lakers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Doncic, forcing his way inside. Doncic.
That's the weight room strength of Doncic right there, fully displayed.
Charlotte shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Drives to the hoop. Bucket is good. He's got 6.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Outside Collins. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Hornets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Collins with some nice D. Lakers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Isaac kicks to Doncic. Robinson a screen on Ball. Doncic. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls.
Doncic really excelled at keeping defenses off balance in the pick and rolls.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Hornets trail by 10. Man passes the ball. Back to Man. Shot clock at 5. Makes it off the glass. Man's got his first points of the game.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. The open look here for Sexton. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
You know, another reason Sexton gives opponents nightmares. Almost impossible to stick with him in the open court.
Doncic looking it over. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Ball driving inside.
Well, that sudden burst by Ball is so effective, zipping in before the defense can react.
Clark, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, and the only thing holding him back now is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career, but he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor.
Thompson outside. Doncic outside. Robinson kicks to Doncic. Out to Thompson. Fires the 3. And again, no good by the Lakers. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Isaac with the steal. And Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Ball, the pass to Williams. Back to Ball. Plumlee sets the pick for Ball. The layup off target. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Isaac. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I think you got to keep Isaac from getting in the paint. Once he's established position there, the defense is toasted up.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Pass to man. Williams kicks to Sexton. Offensive rebound. Plumlee. Some solid defense from Robinson. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Sexton. Oh, an easy 2 from Doncic.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Hornets trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Plumlee with it. Robinson picks him up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg Cowan Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers. The Hornets also changing it up. Bridges, he's checked in for Grant Williams. Brandon Miller comes in for Trey Mann. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Ball. Now here's Smart. Nothing on the board. Anunoby outside. And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Hornets trail by 6. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Outside for Sexton. Plumlee sets the pick for Sexton. For 3, Bridges. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Whitmore. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Dinwiddie. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Dinwiddie's got 5 now.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Inside, here's Whitmore. Count that one.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Smart against Dinwiddie. Sexton the pass to Miller. Up again. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 7. To the inside. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And the all-around offensive game Ayton has is just fantastic. Capable of scoring in many different ways.
Now, here's Sexton. 8 points for him. No good from 11 feet. And here we go. Fast break, and Whitmore's got it.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And so here's Charlotte after the basket by the Lakers. Miller against Smart. Plumlee with a screen on Smart. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Sexton's shot is good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Smart. Still yet to score. Here's Anunoby. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Sexton. Pass to Dinwiddie. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not.
The previous play is under review.
They are going to review the tape.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one, and so a good time to go to the replay and just to make sure if he got it off.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Footage from the NBA's replay center. And we can follow along. We see what they're seeing.
And so it's Los Angeles, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Right back after this break.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. All right, and now let's talk about that first half in the paint where two centers are really battling it out.
Their teams have leaned on them, and they've been rock solid. Actually, more than that, they've been the catalyst.
Leading by... And that concludes halftime. Now time to...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Up it forward, it's Miller and Bridges. Sexton is out there with LaMelo Ball, and it's Plumlee in at the center filling out the middle. Clark, how much weight do players put on individual awards or something like an all-star nod?
You know, I think players always have a level of respect for each other, but awards help validate your level of respect. How you win, how you perform, consistency, and awards are typically well-earned and well-deserved. As a matter of fact, in most cases, they are well-earned and deserved, and players acknowledge that and respect that.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
Collins setting the pick for Doncic. Shoots over Ball. And it's Doncic missing. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 7. It's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And here's Collins from outside. Here's Ayton, and good work on the boards that pick up the second chance points. Ayton's got 16.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Back to Ball. Tipped away and stolen by Thompson. Ayton in the high post, and Ayton throws it down.
He just looks so fluid in the open floor. I love how Ayton runs to the right spot in these situations.
Pass the Ball. Plumlee sets the pick for Ball. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort, and he gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Hornets trail by 13. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
And so far, the story on Luka Doncic. He's coming off an excellent season. First in scoring. And, of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him. And you can't even really contain him.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Out the basket. Thompson's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Sexton against Doncic. Takes the 13-footer. The shot by Sexton, no good. Lakers leading by 13. Doncic outside. Lobbed up there for Collins. Sexton with it. He's got 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside, Ball. Plumlee with a screen on Thompson. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Pretty smart play that time by Ball, calling for a pick and roll to throw the defense off the scent a little bit.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Second, Luka Doncic.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Smart against Ball. Over in the corner, Doncic. Los Angeles with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Plumlee kicks to Ball. Back to Plumlee. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Plumlee's got 9.
Yeah, LaMelo relishes every chance he gets to drop a dime like that.
Sexton against Doncic. Here's Anunoby. Pass to Bona. Shot clock at 6. Back to Anunoby. Over Miller. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Bridges passes to Sexton. Here's Plumlee. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Lakers leading by 11. Anunoby outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
Trey Mann, he's checked in for Brandon Miller. Bridges outside. Ball feeling it out a bit. Over Smart. Ball no good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
But you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful. Here's Ball. That one's off, still out of sync. Lakers leading by 18. And that one is hammered home.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Doncic right side. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 7th assist in the game.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka gonna cook you.
Man up top, guarded by Doncic. Sexton with the screen for Ball. That shot, no good. Good D by Anunoby. Over in the corner, Doncic. And there's 1:45 left in the third. Smart wide open, he fires. Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down hard.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Bridges double team. Sexton for 3. Robinson pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Anunoby outside. Sinks the triple. Anunoby's got 10 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Mann, guarded by Doncic. Mann passes to Plumlee. Ball with it to stop the run. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Timeout called the Lakers. And the Hornets making a change here. And the Lakers call time here. Clark with the Hornets. They were hit with injuries as hard as any team in the NBA in the 23-24 season.
Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more. They were so unfortunate in that regard, and it's not anything you can control, and it made it almost impossible for them to have a productive season because of those injuries.
Los Angeles has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Pass to Isaac. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got assist number 8 now on the night. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Dinwiddie against Smart. That's tipped. Now Dinwiddie. Williams, a screen on Smart. Dinwiddie for 3. Good on the triple. Dinwiddie's got 10 points in the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Lakers ahead, running away with this one. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Collins is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Whitmore in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets. And then on Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal.
In that game against the Cavaliers, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
Now Smart. Pass to Isaac. Collins with it. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
You know, possessing outstanding height at his position, Ball excels at using that size and his body control to convert through contact.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Hornets trail by 21. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Smart. Sexton, he's checked in for Charlotte. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
Three-pointer. They get it again. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Outside ball. Knocked away and stolen by Thompson. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Ayton. Again, the Lakers.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Pass to man. Isaac against Sexton. Just 5 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
And the nature of the beast. Sexton is just constantly in attack mode, looking to make a play.
That one misses. And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
Man finds Williams. Ball against Thompson. Good D by Thompson. Lakers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And Collins gets double teamed. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for 8, and Doncic is subbed in for Whitmore. Here's Ball, the kick out to Williams. Ball against Doncic. Back to Ball. Over Doncic. Ball with the bucket. And here's Thompson. Pass to Doncic. It's Robinson, high post. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Pass to Plumlee. Here's Man, guarded by Doncic. Plumlee with the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Man with it. Shoots over Doncic. Man can't hit. Thompson outside. Back to Doncic. And that one, good. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. Pass to Man. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Driving to the basket. 5 on the clock. The Hornets pull it in. Outside, Sexton to the paint. Pass to Man. Now Bridges. Outside, Sexton. Now here's Ball. It doesn't go for him. Isaac with some nice D. Here's Collins. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Hornets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Man with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Thompson against Sexton. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics. And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Charlotte. Here's Doncic. Bridges with the board.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Miller outside. Charlotte no good that time either. Here are the Lakers. They're on a 15-4 run. Sexton finds Plumlee. It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game. Los Angeles has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Trying to get open is Robinson, and the shot goes in. Collins has got 8 here in the quarter.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, I tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Thompson against Sexton. Doncic left side. And the 3 off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bridges outside. Pass to Sexton. From 10 feet out, Robinson with the block.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And in the season series, they'll end up taking the upper hand with this first victory for the matchup, a 1-0 record against Charlotte.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
And good that time. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bridges outside. Pass to Miller. Plumlee with a screen on Isaac. Miller, that's for 2. Charlotte, no good that time either.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That free throw missing. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Here's Miller. Out to Bridges. There's Ball with the 3. Cans it from downtown.
Tell you what, the competitive spirit of Ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Sexton. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Luka, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. You know, I think it was a great game today. You know,
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.